Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And Moses joins us on a desk for our first look at sports. And in this segment, we're talking about hockey as the AJHL preseason continues on.
Yeah, you know what? They had a few games earlier in the week, had a few days off. Nice little way to kind of contemplate, relax, and kind of get a first look and observe how the first preseason went for both clubs. Of course, the Bobcats opened it up with a 3-2 win over the Yaks, but got thumped the next night 6-1 in the second half of back-to-back to those Pontiacs. Now head coach Rick Swan saw some great playmaking by the Ponts, while coach Gary Van Herway was left scratching his head.
The effort that we're getting and the nonchalant attitudes, and you're losing 6-1 in exhibition, it's got to tell you that you got to have a real close look at what we're putting together here as character. And I mean, there's some veteran guys, there's some younger guys that we just didn't get an effort even close to take that next step forward. So we got some big decisions to make.
Van Herway says there's no need to push the panic button after just one bad outing, but it's serving as a wake-up call for the Cats.
We've got 35 players or thereabouts still in camp, and you'd think out of 35 players that you'd figure out 15 guys have to go, and I really don't want to be one of those 15 guys.
Meanwhile, the Pontiacs played 3 preseason games in as many days last week with just 1 victory, but Swan is happy with the push his team has made after a long week.
Definitely happy with the way our guys were tested, and they're responding now, and what that does from a coaching perspective is now the difficult decisions become even more daunting than we expected them to. And I guess that's a great situation for an organization to know that there's still difficult decisions coming ahead.
Now, both teams are expected to make more cuts before they're back in action tomorrow night. The Bobcats play Drumheller while the Pontiacs are on the road taking on Fort McMurray. And sticking with those Pontiacs, they are coming off one of the greatest finishes in the program's history after making it all the way to the North Division Final back in April. And of course, the team will look upon its leadership core to continue where they left off, including their new captain, Steen Pashnik.
An absolute honor to wear it for my hometown. It was a great feeling, that's for sure.
Pashnik found out that he'd be sporting the C after last season and says he can't wait to get this season going.
Got some absolute skill out there, so that's going to go good with the physicality we have, and it's just going to be an honor to try and lead this team into an even further step than the North Final and get to the Gas Drive Cup, and hopefully put some wins together there and take that championship. It'll just be great for the fans.
Not only does he play the game the right way, he's loaded with character, and I think that he stands for everything that the organization's about, and that's play hard, compete hard, a great citizen both on and off the ice, and really he represents the identity that we want to create.
Bobby McMahon will wear the A for the club. As for the other alternate captain, Rick Swan says a decision hasn't been made just yet. Welcome back, everybody. We begin with the Bantam AAA foremost Heat. They were in training camp last week, getting ready for their new season. Well, on Sunday, they played an inter-squad game, Team White versus Team Red. We begin with the highlights. About 9 to go in the first. Jarrett Newell will feed Drew Hardy, who will snipe it in from up close. Team White drawing first blood, 1-0. Red would respond with about 2 minutes to go in the period. Ethan Smith drills it on net. Jordan Borasuk pounces on the rebound, 1-1 after 1. We'll head to the third. White still leading, 3-2. Anson Smith going top shelf. We're all squared up at 3 apiece. Red would break this one wide open in the period. They would go on a 3-on-1. Borasuk will complete the hat trick with this nifty goal going bar side to side. He would also have an assist on the day. Team Red will take it 7-5 over Team White. Here's what head coach Kirill Chicken had to say after the game.
I liked a lot of offense today, a lot of goals, so that was good to see. Made first cuts yesterday, so half the guys were gone. So the level of the game competition went up by a lot, so exposed some players did better. I liked it. I'm happy with what I've seen today.
All right, we're going to move on to some Midget AAA girls action. The PWM Steelers were in practice as well, getting ready for a pair of exhibition games over the weekend. Well, the season is still a month away. It's a great chance to see the talent coming in. They hosted the Prince Albert Bears And it would be the Bears who would get this one going in the first power play. Deflection right on the doorstep leads to a 1-0 lead for PA after 20 minutes. Steelers would look to even things up in the second period. A wide open cage, but still they try and try. Matty Cool there can't get it around the defenseman, knocking it out of harm's way. 4 minutes into the period, or later into the period, Cassidy Newman will just throw it on net. Sam Meganbear will knock it down and score. It's now a 1-1. The Bears would eventually get the game winner in the third. It'll be Sierra Parento with the nice little wraparound. 2-1 is the final. Here's what head coach Eric Morissette had to say.
It's going great. I mean, the girls are doing a good job of making decisions tough, and I felt that we had 2 successful games in terms of learning a little bit about them, and it'll be it'll be interesting to get the team picked.